What's going on, people? Ryan Williams here, back with another video. Thanks for checking out this video, of course, and obviously thanks for subscribing, guys. I see the subscribers are going up. I'm actually getting listeners, which is good, guys. Please convert your friends, share it out. Let me know what you think in the comment section. You know, the videos and that, what I could be doing better, etc, etc. Feedback's always important. Do you know what I mean? If you want to consistently progress. So let's get into this video. Of course, this video is about the Europa League match tonight against Standard Liège at the Emirates. And you know, I think for me personally, we have to pick our heads up high from the Manchester United game. Like, a lot of us have our own opinions, and a lot of us have our own thoughts coming off that last match where, you know, we went to Manchester United, a poor United side, and was able to get a point. Do you know what I mean? You know, if you want to know my feelings on that, click on the previous video and that. Speaking of the previous video, I want to get back to the Granit Xhaka incident where I basically kind of went at him a little bit from him looking like he ducked the ball. Now, I had another chance to look at it because, you know, I had a couple people come and talk to me and they're, bro, like, you sure you looked at it properly? And Socrates and that, and I was just like, nah, man, I was convinced that he ducked. But, you know, I'm not one of these people who make Xhaka a scapegoat. No, I'll just call him out when he needs to be called out because, you know, he's not consistent. But at the same time, you know, he does put on a performance here or there. But that is what it is. And with that mistake, I do apologise. You know what I mean? When you kind of look at it, from when McTominay actually took the shot, the ball actually did take a slight deflection off Socrates. And literally, it did look like Xhaka was actually ready for it, just to put his head for it. So, you know, you can get them things wrong. So, you know, I want to come out and apologise with that. So, let's get into the preview, of course. Standard Liège, you know what I mean? Coming off the information I gathered, they are second in their Belgium league. We know the Belgian league. A lot of people call it Farmers League and etc, etc. I'm not one to disrespect the leagues out here, but we know the Prem's the best league. Come on. So, of course, they're 1 point behind on top. Their last game in the Europa League, they won 2-0 with Vitória, which pretty much they're level on points with us anyways. It's still early anyways, you know what I mean? Second match and all. Do you know what I'm saying? So, and Maximine Laristine, I can't pronounce his name. If I butchered his name, apologies, has 5 goals so far in this Belgian league. So that's probably one person to look at. Now, you know, there's other news on, you know, Tierney is reported to be back for this game. But, of course, Unai Emery has come out and said that he's not really looking to send him out on the international duties due to his injury. He wants him to get fully fit. I fully respect that. I fully hear that. Do you know what I mean? Other than my thoughts on the manager itself, you know, like, I could accept that. Do you know what I mean? And it would have been good to see Tierney come against Manchester United. But, again, you know, it is early, do you know what I mean? I guess the fan inside me wasn't really thinking logically, do you know what I mean? But it is what it is, do you know what I mean? So, Bellerin should be able to play, do you know what I mean? So this will be a chance for him to get fit and play along with the first team, do you know what I mean? And slowly get back, do you know what I'm saying? Like, we can't rush this, you know what I mean? Let's be real. Another thing I want to get onto before I give you my starting 11, Nicolas Pepe. Now, this is thing like I've been seeing around Twitter, Instagram, most obviously with social media, and a lot of people were saying he's a flop, he's Javidio 2.0, just a lot of negative things. Now, alright, we have to be honest, you know, yeah, he should really start to be doing something, do you know what I mean? But, you know, I don't want to force that on him. Do you know what I mean? It will work or it won't work. Do you know what I mean? And we have to give it time. And I know it's a lot of money. And yes, it is a lot of money. But with players coming from one league to another, and all players are different. They adapt differently. Do you know what I'm saying? And again, you have to also look at the facts. Well, like I covered in my last video, where obviously, you got my feelings on the manager, but with being said that, the tactics and how he's utilised, I don't think he's being utilised very well. Let's be real, do you know what I mean? And I don't know if a lot of people are looking at the price tag and just saying, oh yeah, but he's a flop, bro. We spent this. I'm hearing Pulisic comparisons, etc. He can hardly get a game now at the minute, do you know what I mean? But, well, start at least, do you know what I'm saying? So, boy, I don't know, but I think this game for me, like Pepe, we have to let him loose in this one, man. And I've seen we set up a lot differently in the Europa League, which I don't understand. Well, you know, it is what it is. But let me just get into the starting lineup of my personal lineup, who I think should play for this game. Now, in goal, I'm going to go with Emery Martinez. He has come out and said, like, he has come out and basically said he should be number one. Do you know what I mean? He's got a call up for the international squad for Argentina, which is excellent news for Emery. Do you know what I mean? Every game he's played, he's kept a clean sheet so far. So, play him. Simple as that. On the right-back situation, I'm going to give it to Hector Bellerin. Give him a little run out, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it is the Europa League. And going over to Belgium, I'm sure the tempo is going to be slower than the Premier League for sure. So I think for Bellerin, sorry guys, for Bellerin, this is a good chance for him to, get his legs out. And I'm pretty sure he played with the under-23s a few days ago. So, and it gives you another incentive why he weren't selected, even though we know the injury. We know the injury, rushing it back from Manchester United is a big ask, you know what I'm saying? So, this game, like I said, not to disrespect the opposition, I don't see why not. Bellerin can't get a few minutes out there, see what you're saying. Next to him, this is a tough one because I've already picked Rob Holding to go out on the left side of the centre-back position. Again, we got to put Rob Holding, feed him back into the main team, do you know what I mean? Slowly, but he has to come back. It's a toss-up between Mustafi and Callum Chambers, and the only reason why I say Callum Chambers, because he's been consistent, but at the same time, I'm thinking, do I really want to put him in a centre-back position? It's tough, but I think for this one, I'm going to go on Squadron Mustafi. I mean, he hasn't messed up since last season. Let's be real. This season, he's been positive in the games that he's played. Do you know what I mean? Yes, he will probably get a mistake here or there, but I think his mindset's is starting to change. You know what I mean? After all the abuse he got last season, some of it was justified, and do you know what I mean? Some of it was over the top. I've seen. But anyways, let's not hop on with that. So we already know Rob Holding's there. Kieran Tierney, it's another game to test him out, see what he does. Do you know what I mean? And, hopefully he doesn't get injured. But again, Kieran Tierney, we'll have to see how it goes with him. Now, in the midfield, this is why I kind of wanted to hurry up, because guys, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm kind of stuck. Now, Ceballos or Ozil. I'm just going to go straight to the attack before I even get to the two main central midfielders. Now, for me, it's hard because, of course, a lot of the controversy between Unai Emery and Mesut Ozil, and this is why I feel like Ozil probably might miss out on this one. Do you know what I mean? And it's probably going to go to Dani Ceballos, given the fact that he didn't start in the Manchester United game. He came on in the second half very early for Lucas Torreira, who I'm going to get into now. So Ceballos is going to play. And going on for Torreira, I think he has to play. Simple as that. Play him DM. We've seen it in the League Cup. I don't see why not. He needs to be playing out there consistently. Unai Emery needs to see that. I can't see Granit Xhaka playing, to be fair. Then again, he is the club captain now. Do you know what I'm saying? But really and truly, who you going to give the captaincy band to? Looking at the squad that I pretty much have down. So, we're probably going to have Granit Xhaka there. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'll give I would give Ainsley the little nod because there's a lot of rumours of him, you know, playing midfield. Would have try him out there, be a good try, because let's face it, like, he's come out and said he's not a right back, etc. So, would you put Ainsley Maitland-Niles there? Let me know in the comment section. Or Joe Willock. I'm going to personally go for Joe Willock. I think he needs a run out. Do you know what I mean? I wish he did start against Manchester United. It would have gave us a little bit of a more dynamic in the midfield, and we kind of saw that when he come on, even if it was for a little bit of what was left at the time of the match. But you know, clearly the game was kind of dead by them, so it was what it was. So Willock for me. So my midfield, Joe Willock. It's hard. Yeah, Joe Willock, Danny Ceballos, Granit Xhaka. I think that's probably going to be it. I think Guendouzi's going to have to be on the bench for this one. He's been running all the last couple of games. I think he does need to be on the bench, indeed be. On the right, Pepe has to play. I mean, he needs to be playing a lot to get him in the groove, to get him knowing the players. The players, I feel, need to take some... what's the word? Oh, they need to take some responsibility. That's the word. Because to try and get someone to fit in, as well as adapted to the league, the culture, the learning the language, etc. Do you know what I mean? And we even heard Lucas Torreira finding it a hard time, him being unsettled in the summer. Do you know what I mean? And all those links going to AC Milan and etc. etc. Like, do you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? That's the last thing you want with another player coming in. And this one is supposed to be the one. Do you know what I mean? And if he wants to express himself, he needs his players to back him. He needs to get comfortable. I've got confidence in Pepe, but confidence is one thing Pepe has come out and said he hasn't got at the minute. And that's the problem right now. So I think it's best for the players to try help him get over that hurdle and just put your foot down as an Arsenal player this season. Do you know what I mean? Other than the price tag, because I'm sure that's affected him too. On the other side, it's hard for me. This is another hard one because we got a lot of people in contention here. We got Gabriel Martinelli, we can also apply him through the middle, up top. Sorry, we got Reece Nelson, who hasn't really looked that good of a player that a lot of people were hyping him up for. Do you know what I mean? To be, unfortunately, but I'm sure he will get there eventually. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it takes time, but again, Bukayo Saka, I can't leave him out. I can't leave out Bukayo Saka. He has been a player since he's come into the first team. Full confidence, sorry. I mean, in a hostile crowd against Eintracht Frankfurt, he did well. He did well. Did great. Coming to Old Trafford as well. I mean, a ground we never win. We ain't won there in 13 years in the league. Do you know what I mean? And he actually got his first Premier League start. I have to say, his progression is truly amazing. So, for me, I'm going to have to start Bukayo Saka. And, you know what? Aubameyang's going to have to go out for this one still. It's mad. It's mad. I think I don't want to play him full. I think we're going to have to give Gabriel Martinelli a little run out as well. Maybe down the middle, depending on how the game goes. Because we do have Bournemouth coming up the weekend. And that game is as important due to the fact that we dropped 2 points at Old Trafford. So, I mean, why not? But Aubameyang's been on form. I can't take that away from him. I would have started Gabriel Martinelli to give him an opportunity. Do you know what I mean? But right, we're lacking strikers, isn't it? Lacazette still isn't back yet. Nketiah is out on loan. Do you know what I mean? Martinelli's played there in the League Cup, but that was against Nottingham Forest. This is standard Liege. You know what I mean? Not disrespecting anyone here, but can he do it? I don't know, but Martinelli's going to be on the bench if need be. I think we're going to have to play Aubameyang. It's as simple as that. I want Pepe and Aubameyang to get used to each other. Aubameyang has that leadership quality in him. I've seen it in, I even talked to him about, I think it was the Eintracht Frankfurt game, I'm pretty sure it was. Even in that game, he was helping out Saka, he was helping out Willock, do you know what I mean? Giving them chances. Emil Smith-Rowe for the time he was on the pitch, do you know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? Like, Pepe didn't really play well in that game either, but at the same time, that partnership, along with Lacazette, is the front three we want. It's the front three we need. So for them to consistently play with each other and Aubameyang to help him out, as well as the rest of the team, with, you know what I mean? So it should be, all the cards have to go right for Pepe going forward. It's as simple as that. So the more we play him consistently with certain players, the more he gets to learn them. And then in the league, he can push on a little bit more. And then hopefully just get the goals, you know, start firing, etc., etc. But that all depends on Unai Emery and the way he wants to set up the team. You know my thoughts on Emery already. Like, I'm not really feeding him. That's just how I feel. I'm not really feeding him. A lot of people telling me, oh, just give him time, etc., etc. But I can't right now because I don't really see a clear-cut identity with Arsenal. But you know what? We can save that for another video if anyone wants me to make a video about my personal opinion on Unai Emery. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. I'm just being real. But again, guys, thanks for checking out this preview. Let me know what you think of this video in the comment section and on my description with my Twitter and Instagram. DM me and chat to me on Twitter. You know what I mean? I'm very active. Give me a shout if you want to chat to me or anything. And guys, please like, share, subscribe, of course. Always good, you know, to bring in new subscribers and even new listeners. If you like what I'm saying, just check out my other content. Let me know what you think. If you like what you see, I mean, when you're here, like, do you know what I mean? Share, subscribe. It's as simple as that. So guys, I'm gonna give you my score just before I shoot. Given the fact that, you know, we're at home, we're usually stronger at home in Europe. Remember last season? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, looking through this squad, there's nothing really scary or, you know, with no disrespect at all. Like, do you know what I mean? So, given their league form, so we can't really take this lightly. They might just come out and start on fire, and I might pick us back a little bit. Do you know what I mean? But we're at home. We should be able to attack. So, I'm going to go for a... Will they score? Nah, I think we'll keep another clean sheet. We'll keep another clean sheet. I'm going to go for a 3-0 at home. And that's it, guys. So, I'm out and wait for the review that will come out after the game.